Welcome to TrendingWithMsTre.
Hi.
Hello, DeAngelo Moore. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. How are you?
That's wonderful. I'm great. Welcome to Training with Miss Trey.
What's up?
I want to first congratulate you on being a part of ABFF web series. That is a big deal in itself.
Yeah. Happy to be a part of it for sure. I've been many times as just as a spectator. So this year to actually be a part of the festival is it's a big deal for sure to for me and my team for sure.
That is wonderful. So let's just jump right into it. Well, your web series is up for jury award for best web series
Yep.
for
Hmm.
ABFF.
Yep.
You've been in several other film festivals, such as Carolina Black Film Festival as a finalist, Chicago Film Awards as a semi-finalist, Montreal Independent Film Festival, Hip Hop Film Festival. You've been a little bit of everywhere. What makes ABF American Black Film Festival so much of a big deal for you?
ABFF is certainly a big deal for me and the team who's not here with me. Shout out to them. Um, it, for me, it's kind of in no shade at all to any of the other festivals. The other festivals have been phenomenal this year, but ABFF has always kind of been like the beacon of Black entertainment and Black exposure to me. They just the way that they present. Um, or put on the every festival when it's in person. This year, the way they've presented it being virtual has been spectacular considering all things. It's just been it seems as if like that's the place. ABFF is the place to go through if you are taking filmmaking seriously. So yeah.
That is amazing. So let's talk about your film Owners, your web series
Yeah.
Owners.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was so relatable because as an African American woman,
For
I
sure.
can relate as well. So tell us a little bit about it and what made you want to write a web series in this form or fashion?
Sure. I'll definitely say it all started from, personal experience. That was essentially like the seed of the idea. And then, as a writer, just kind of embellished on top of that. I also felt that entrepreneurship is something that I want to promote as well, especially in terms of you talking about the, Black community. It gets tough for us sometimes, especially when you're walking into a workplace where most of the time, especially if it's like a blue chip company, right? Most of the time, um, most people there won't look like you. You know what I mean? And so, and I'll just speak freely, like you're essentially kind of working two jobs. You have to work to be uh, essentially kind of accepted in a way. Not saying you're changing yourself, but you have to kind of fit within that crowd, but also be able to perform while you're there. You know what I mean? And so it can weigh heavily. But I feel like promoting entrepreneurship will at least get rid of partially the first half of that. You know what I mean? Where you can 100% percent be yourself, hire who you like to hire, and just have that comfort around, and then also perform, right? So yeah, so that's why I wrote the series, or that was like the initial idea. And then we don't get to see it yet because there's only one episode produced so far. Others have been written, but we get to see how the effects of being an entrepreneur affects everyone else around you, whether they are on your side or they're against you. They believe in you but may not want you to succeed. There's a lot of different things that come into play there where you do decide to take that leap and go out on your own and essentially become an owner.
That is what I like to see because you did bring up a good point where whether you're working in a corporate America or blue chip company or being an entrepreneur yourself, there's going to be things that you're going to hit or adversities that are going to happen.
For
So
sure.
it's huge to bring that to the table, especially as an African American woman. Because I know, and not to be biased, but I know we see a lot of African American women having that role a lot of the time. So
Yeah.
seeing it from a male's perspective of how he goes to the table, presents, his ideas or his perspective of things and kind of get pushed to the side, it's a good look for this web series to, come about because it shows it on the other side of because men come in and we're dominant and they know they got all the control and then it's like,
Yeah.
no, you
Yeah.
don't. Not
Yeah. I
here though.
mean, yeah. It's sometimes you see that, and it does exist. But the other side of that is, it's not always like that for us. You know what I mean? And and I also feel like there's another side of that too. Is, as you become less of a young man and move into being an actual man, right? And there's maybe a family involved or planning for a family that you have to take care of. It's a lot more of that on your, weight on your shoulders, which you have to take care of. And so the weight of your job is actually even heavier than before, right? Because it's not just you that you got to take care of now, it's like family, right? And so now it's like, do I put up with these things to be comfortable and to bring in a paycheck every 2 weeks? Or do I go out on the limb and, become an owner, become an entrepreneur, and essentially not know where I'm going to end up? You know what I mean? So yeah,
Or how I'm gonna eat next week.
right, exactly. So, yeah, it's a very interesting dynamic, but one that I wanted to unpack.
That is huge. So, what you saying that it's only one episode filmed as of right now, but there's several written. What do we expect through this entrepreneurship journey through Terrence, Amanda? What do we
Yeah,
expect of this power couple? Because I love the fact that it was a power couple as well. Not to
yeah,
get too much into it,
yeah,
but
yeah.
I love the fact that it was a power couple because it wasn't just a man trying to be the head of household and I have everything together. And,
Right.
it was a woman working for Wall Street, not just an average Joe, no shade to nobody, but
Yeah.
working for Wall Street and, having that support from each other. That was huge for me as well. So what made you want to have it as a power couple versus just a everyday girl?
Well, yeah, I mean, I definitely wanted to just highlight obviously Black women, right? Like there's, this is factual, not opinion, that Black women have certainly surpassed from education and even holding certain jobs Black men. And not that it should be a competition there, it should be a union, right? But the facts are the facts. And so I just wanted to highlight that as well. Like Black women are out here killing it. You know what I mean? And so yeah, no question. And so I wanted to show, there's this Black woman, this gorgeous Black woman who he also mentions, throws in there like your parents are rich, like you don't need the money, right? Like so she comes from a very well-to-do background, but she also still is very ambitious and wants her own too, right? So I wanted to definitely highlight that and kind of expose that to the masses. Yeah.
So I'm tuned in. I want to know what's next.
Okay.
So what do we expect, or what should we expect on the upcoming episodes? When do we have a sneak peek of when it's coming, or
There
when?
is no yeah, there is no sneak peek yet. Right now, we have been in talks and speaking with cast as far as availability when we can essentially get this thing back on the road again. We're kind of just in a this was I guess since January we filmed in November of 2020, and then kind of got it through Edit Fast to kind of be a part of this year's festival run. And so this year's kind of pretty much been, excuse me, just been a lot of festivals and kind of like networking and kind of just getting the name and the show out there. So we'll see what 2022 holds. It would ideally it would be lovely for a network to see the potential in the first episode and get behind it. You know what I mean? So
Speak
yeah,
it, speak it, manifest it, and say it.
100%, yeah, a network, come get it. Yeah, we can
Right.
talk.
Yeah, at this point.
Or a streaming
So
platform. Yeah.
I know that we can watch it on ABFF until the 28th. Where else can your viewers watch it, or the people watching watch the actual series as well? At least the first episode until you get back on track as
Sure.
far as for the others.
Sure. So starting December 1st, after ABFF is officially done, I know it's done on the 28th, but just starting December 1st, it will be available and it will be blasted out everywhere. So Vimeo, YouTube's, even Twitter links going out. It'll be everywhere for everyone to see free of charge.
That's amazing. So you're working on this project, owners, and I want to know if there's anything else that you are casting for or you have in the works that people can reach out to you and be a part of, or something that you are looking for as far as talent. Is there anything that you look for when you look out for talent for your projects?
Yeah, I definitely love as far as looking for talent. I like I mean, I love people who, are serious about their craft, who, who's someone who's not just in it to be famous, but they really believe in the power of acting. You know what I mean? To like, and really acting and storytelling. And so I look for those people first. You don't necessarily, in my opinion, you don't necessarily have to be, for me, um, classically trained off the jump, even though that would be great. You know what I mean? But I'm not just one of those people who are like, what drama school did you go to? And if you didn't go, then I don't want you. Yeah. So, and as far as, I'm sorry, what was you said? Mentioned another question.
No, I was just saying, what are you looking for is to, or is there another project that you're working on in the meantime? What's coming up next for you? I know Owners is our big baby right now. We're moving it, we're working it, and we're bringing it to life, and bringing it to different film festivals. But I know you're not just sitting around.
No.
You're brewing something.
Yeah, of course. So I pretty much took a majority of this year off from just like creating anything. It's really just been about Owners, and it still will be about Owners. But I've definitely put my writer's hat back on, and I'm writing a feature right now. So we'll see how that goes. I would love to give away the title, but I can't just yet.
No. We'll get exclusive. We'll book another interview. We'll get exclusives.
I promise you'll get the exclusive. But it'll be fun. It'll be juicy for sure, but it's also something that I know for a fact that men and women will definitely be interested in. It doesn't matter what your background is or age. It'll be there. I promise you that.
Yeah. Okay, that's wonderful. I can't wait to hear about that and get that exclusive on Trending with MsTre.
Yeah, I promise you got the exclusive.
Oh, that's dope. So Owners here, it's on ABFF. You're in different film festivals. It's going to be on the website as of December 1st and all over the net. Tell us something that we can look forward to. Is there how people can reach out?
Handle is DeAngelo, DeAngelo _M. And then for Owners the show, it's at ownersseries.com. Sorry, just at ownersseries on Instagram. So feel free to reach out. We definitely follow back. And I've also exchanged dialogue, whether in the comments or in DM. So keep it free flowing.
Okay, thank you so much for being part of Trending with MsTre. Make sure you plug me in for the exclusives, and we'll talk soon.
I promise you, I got you. No problem.
Thank you.